Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Jogles Entertainment. Here will give you hots of trending issues in Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. Please do it to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also like so as to stay afloat with the time, so as to stay updated whenever there's no new content. Let's start with Wizkid, the Machala himself. Wizkid dropped a message. We know he's made in Lagos tour is ongoing in the United States of America, and after that, he'll be doing it in Canada and also in the United Kingdom. Well, talking about Wizkid dropped a message. It's funny, very funny. Wizkid said, as a single father, I hope I catch a wife on this tour. Wizkid has declared himself a single father and that he hopes he will catch a wife in the Made in Lagos tour. Wow. And Wizkid, we know, yeah, he's a single father. He has kids with some ladies, and he has baby mamas too. Well, regarding this, Wizkid's baby mama didn't waste time. One of his baby mamas dropped in a comment. She said, not everything you think is real is real. Jada P says, hours after Wizkid claimed he's a single father. So for the desk of Jada P, she has said it that all the ladies should keep in their zone. Jada P still loves Wizkid, and Wizkid is claiming he's a single father. But Jada P has warned all the ladies out there that don't think everything you hear on the social media or that you think this thing is real. Some things are fake. You know that Wizkid is not a single father. Those are the words from Jada P. But because to Wizkid, he's Made in Lagos tour have been doing well, he's been doing numbers and stuff. Well, let's talk about one of the hottest rappers in Nigeria, Olamide. Recently, we got this message from the desk of Forbes. Forbes says Olamide is the richest African rapper. Wow, the richest rapper in Africa. No wonder Olamide bought a Dolce & Gabbana jacket worth over ₦1 million. These guys are making money. Like, you went to the market with over ₦1 million just to buy a jacket. And one good thing about this celebrities is that you won't see him repeat this. He has used it, and that is all. He will dump it after this. Wow. These guys are making money. My brother, I know so say I will start to rap or I will start to sing. And big ups to Olamide. According to Forbes has just declared him Africa's richest rapper. Big ups to Olamide. You'll be dropping hits back to back. Your hits. You've done very well. You've done very well. You know, to rise to fame is not easy. You have to start from scratch. And it's not easy starting from scratch. But when you get there, everybody will want to be like you. Most people don't want to start from scratch, but Olamide started from scratch. We could remember Olamide when he started dropping little hits back then. Big ups to Olamide, big ups to Wizkid, big ups to all the musicians in Africa or Nigeria who have been doing very well. Polishing our image on the world map. Yesterday, something terrible happened. Yesterday was the 4th of October, 2021. Something terrible happened. People were scared. We got this message. Let me read the message I personally got from MTN because I asked MTN. It said, message, yellow, please be informed that WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram services are down worldwide. We are hopeful that their services will be restored soon. Everybody was scared. Especially the Instagram celebrities and the Facebook celebrities. Just imagine what would have happened if Facebook hasn't been restored or Instagram hasn't been restored. It lasted for like a year. People for die for this country, hunger for people, because we have so many Instagram celebrities who have been making money via the social media platform. But Twitter was open for everybody. But one thing about Twitter is that you can't really upload videos on Twitter, or you can't upload lengthy messages on Twitter. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp especially, people were complaining, but they are back. That is a huge one. That is good. But by the way, let me ask you this question: what did you do during the Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram outage? Don't forget to drop a comments on what you did yesterday on the comment section. You can imagine we are used to having power outages in the country, but Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, this is not our thing. You can imagine buying fuel to power a generator, charge your phone, you want to access Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. It wasn't going through. It was a painful experience. But just drop a comment on what you did yesterday during the outage on the comment section below. Talking about the Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp outage yesterday, the owner, Mark Zuckerberg, lost money. So many persons lost money because some persons have been doing businesses online. Selling stuff via Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. You can imagine what the owner lost. He lost billions, not just naira, in dollars. Mark Zuckerberg's network drops by billions amid Facebook outages. Mark Zuckerberg's personal wealth has fallen by more than 6 billion in a few hours, knocking him down a notch on the list of the world's richest for an outages took Facebook Incorporated flagship products offline. A sell-off sent the social media giant's stock plummeting 4 A sell-off sent the social media giant stock plummeting 4.9% on Monday, adding to a drop of about 15% since mid-September. The stock slide on Monday sent Zuckerberg's worth down to 121.6 billion US dollars, dropping him below Bill Gates to number 5 on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Is down from almost $140 billion in a matter of weeks, according to the index. That was terrible. Yesterday wasn't rosy for, social media users. I use social media to go find. YouTube was alive, Twitter was alive too, and so many persons were using Twitter. Even people that don't like Twitter. Nigerians, some persons don't really like Twitter in this country because they say the messages are too short. They can't really, drop in lengthy messages. But some persons went as far as downloading Twitter yesterday because that was like the only platform you could like communicate freely. People downloaded Twitter yesterday, and we are still having this issue. You still have to use Visual Private Network to access Twitter. But we are glad we got up this morning to access our phones, and we saw WhatsApp messages, that were sent yesterday being delivered. Facebook is back, Instagram is back. Big ups to Mark Zuckerberg, but man, this guy has lost more than 6 billion US dollars. Wow. My brother, if you give me 1 billion US dollars, you don't do okay. Well, big ups to Mark Zuckerberg. Well, still talking about the whistleblower. Facebook whistleblower reveals on 60 Minutes, says the company prioritized profit over public good. Wow. The whistleblower. According to CNN Business, the identity of the Facebook whistleblower, who released tens of thousands of pages of internal research and documents leading to a firestorm for the social media company in recent weeks, was revealed in 60 Minutes Sunday night as Francis, the 37-year-old former Facebook product manager who worked on civic integrity issues at the company, says the document showed that Facebook knows its platform are used to spread hate, violence, and misinformation, and that the company has tried to hide that evidence. The thing I saw at Facebook over and over again was there were conflict of interest between what was good for the public and what was good for Facebook. And Facebook over and over again chose to optimize it for its own interests, like making more money. 60 Minutes correspondent Scott Pelley quoted one internal Facebook document as saying, "We have evidence from a variety of sources that hate speech, divisive political speech, and misinformation on Facebook and the family of apps are affecting socialites around the world." About a month ago, Hujin filed at least 8 complaints with the Securities and Exchange Commission, alleging that the company is hiding research about its shortcomings from investors and the public. She also shared the documents with the Wall Street Journal, which published a multi-part investigation showing that Facebook was aware of problems with its apps, including the negative effects of misinformation and the harm caused especially to young girls by Instagram, who started at Facebook in 2019 after previously working for other tech giants like Google and Pinterest, is set to testify on Tuesday before the Senate Subcommittee on Consumer Protection, Product Safety, and Data Security. I've seen a bunch of social networks, and it was substantially worse at Facebook than anything I've seen before, Hujin said. As upon to 2021, I realized I'm going to have to do this in a systematic way, that I'm going to have to get out enough documents that no one can question that this is real. Facebook has aggressively pushed back against the reports, calling many of the claims misleading and arguing that its apps do more. Facebook makes more money when you consume more content. People enjoy engaging with things that elicit an emotional reaction, she said. And the more anger that they get exposed to, the more they interact and the more they consume. Well, we've heard it from the desk of Facebook and from the desk of the whistleblower. Do you really believe what the whistleblower is saying, that, Facebook puts their profits above, any other thing, above people's happiness or joy? But according to Facebook, they say this is misinformation from the desk of the whistleblower. Well, we know most of us have been using Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Well, what do you really think about that? Are you behind Facebook or are you behind the whistleblower? Don't forget to drop your comments on the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching Jogulist Entertainment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell, and also the like so as to stay afloat, so as to stay updated whenever we upload new content. Take care of you and have a memorable day.